Okay. I need to clean my room, set up everything. It's gonna be a lot quicker. Mm, I started some stuff off stream. Okay. I played a little bit of Greece yesterday. It was interesting. Doo doo. How's it going, Mach Tuba? Welcome. It's great to make a 2D game first. Yeah, for sure. In fact, I wouldn't even say you have to make a 3D game if that's what you're aiming for. But I mean, also, good luck on making a 3D game if that's your goal. All right. I just need to brush my teeth, and I think we'll be ready. It's too hot today to wear a sweater vest, so I mean, maybe it'll get colder throughout the day, but right now it's too hot. Alrighty. I'll be right back. If anyone's interested in wishlisting the game, you can find it there. All right. Whoa. How's it going, everyone? How's it going, Dawn, on YouTube? Where's my tea? Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I was working on. I was actually working on the game last night off stream. I think we're done with chapter 6. For now at least. I do want to make some other. Well, we're done with chapter 6. Like everything I want to do in terms of like adding designs to it. I still have to actually go into the rooms and manually like update them, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do it on stream. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. What I do need to do now is figure out what we're going to do with chapter 1. I literally have no idea what we're going to do for chapter 1. I was thinking what we would do is actually split, make chapter 1 and chapter 6 kind of like be the same thing, almost the same chapter, except almost like reversed. Not reversed, but like the same thing but different. Same but different. Kind of like, you know, you go back to where you started from, that sort of thing. But things are slightly changed. The only thing that I was thinking of doing right now was like the crystals. Like there wouldn't be any crystals in the first chapter. So here, I'll show you guys what. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I don't even know how to put it into words yet. How's it going, Torch? Let me just fill up my thermos. Mm-hmm. Do you guys hear me filling up the thermos? The ASMR of a cup of a thermos being filled. Mm-hmm. Also, the sun is peeking in right now. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of sun right now. Turn this off. But yeah, happy Friday. Just got off work, getting comfy. Hell yeah. All right. Oh, I also added these last night. I was kind of bored. I was like thinking, oh, let me just add more light nodes. They're not perfect yet, but I did add those giant ass candles. I think they're a little too big though. We'll figure that out. I'm not sure if it'll even be in the game. I kind of just threw them in. Also, I threw in these crystals for chapter 1 because I was like, oh, let me just see, what I don't know what the possibilities are. So yeah, I threw in these crystals. There's no like shader on them or anything. Maybe we can leave them. See, I don't know. I also added these windows, and it doesn't really look good with the parallax in the background. I think we'd have to add like some sort of maybe the same stars in the background as chapter 6, minus maybe like some effects that we might throw into chapter 6. That's another thing I forgot to mention. I have to add some stuff to the parallax. Also, I want to add more rooms with those blades there. We need to design like just more rooms. Way too bright. Yeah, they are too bright. No, for sure. And there's actually usually there's no like bloom or glow effect in this chapter, but there is in all the other chapters currently. I was testing something out. Originally there was, but it was too bright, and it makes me wonder maybe the fog shader that we have currently running on the game is too much as well. It's a very, I don't know. It just seems like too much at the moment. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna update all of these textures. That's for sure. And we might update the tile map as well. And I think I want to figure out a better, I don't know, better spikes for this chapter. Maybe what we can do is recycle what we've got. They're supposed to be metal, or currently they're metal looking because we're in a dungeon. We can try using 16 by 16 textures as well. We can make it also some sort of overgrown, I don't know, roots that are in this chapter. That's another option. Sekuras had these like thorns in his game that looked kind of decent, and there's a texture that I have that looks kind of similar to that. And we can try using that instead, because like this is the only chapter where we have spikes like this. You know, they're just on the wall. Usually, you know, it's a tile map. Or, I mean, this is also a tile map, but it's, you know, it's a tile map only attached to walls. There's no like filler tiles. So maybe that will be the first thing that we work on, I think. And I also want to work on the tile map. The tile map is nice, but it's not nearly as detailed as any of the other ones. Our regular collision tile map. And I think that's a problem. And we need windows as well. I need to add windows to this chapter. The light nodes are fine. I also added new lights to chapter. So I really like the way chapter 6 looks like currently. It's not done in any way, but like windows, there are there's like bookshelves with potions on them. There's a lot of stuff. I updated these lights, so these are the same lights as the ones in chapter 1. Again, chapter 6 is supposed to be sort of like an extension of chapter 1, which is, you know, just more mystical and magical. As for, I'm trying to see here. So yeah, I'm thinking of the parallax in the background again needs to be updated. I'm thinking of recycling this one, throwing it into chapter 1. It could be the bottom. What we can do is have the parallax, like this is supposed to be almost like a tower. So it's like, you know, the upper levels, the upper stages of chapter 1. So you won't see any of the ground elements, and there are ground objects or things that look like they're on the ground in the parallax for chapter 1. So what we could do is have the same thing, but also just a few stars in the background, not nearly as intense as it is here. And again, it's kind of static right now. Like this kind of looks weird. Is there a way to play the demo? There will be a new demo pretty soon once the Kickstarter launches. I'm trying to like launch everything at the same time. So yeah, there usually is, but right now it's down. But stay tuned. Hopefully, you'll still be interested in the project in hopefully in like 2 weeks. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm hoping to finish this by Monday. This the polishing of everything by Monday, so we can get the trailer going ASAP. But yeah, I still need to figure out what we're gonna do, and I think. So I've decided, I think chapter 5, the current chapter 5 is going to be pushed to chapter 2. I think that's going to be the new structure. I think it's a relatively easy chapter. and it'll make sense with the lore as well if I push it soon. So yeah. Well, we'll see. I guess maybe things will change. I keep changing my mind on what the organization of chapters are going to be. But yeah, for now it's chapter. Oh, we'll figure it out. All right. Let me go into chapter 1. Let me see. So what did I say first? We wanted to update the 3 is 5, 5 is 2. Currently, that's my thought. Yeah. No, 3 is 4, and 4 is 5. So it's castle, mushroom, castle, mushroom, temple, mushroom, temple, hell or fire, hell area, then ice, and then chapter 6. That's my current thought. It might change. We keep changing. I keep changing shit all the time. So, but I'm just thinking of it in terms of the lore and also the difficulty. Like chapter 5, the mushroom chapter is not difficult at all with the designs that I have currently. So I'm thinking, oh, it could be fine to be chapter 2, and I think it's a really pretty chapter. So I think it's like it's a nice nice chapter to have. I mean, all the chapters are pretty, but chapter 2 is the mushroom chapter is very pretty in my opinion, or it has like a very unique. The only thing with the mushroom chapter though is that this chapter is very blue, and the mushroom chapter is also very blue. I was also thinking that this wouldn't be a castle, or it would half be a castle, half be outside. Like maybe I should introduce the game as not a castle. Like you know you're walking towards the castle, kind of like in Castlevania, or like a lot of games do it, but like yeah, kind of like Blasphemous. No, Blasphemous. I mean, Blasphemous kind of does it, but not really. Because Blasphemous is not really inside of a castle the whole time, but Castlevania kind of does it. Can you show the chapters because they all look the same for me? They all look like the same for me. A cave with crystals. I can show you some of the gameplay. I can't show you. I can show you some of the chapters. I mean, but you can see the bottom right. That's most of the game, or that's a lot of the gameplay, a lot of the chapters. So this is the final chapter. Oh, you know what it must have been when I was playing? You know, I don't think my keyboard was broken. You know what I must have been doing? I must have been pressing the wrong key. So yeah, this is. I mean, you might have seen this because we've been working a lot on that one. All right, I'll show you chapter 2. This one, I guess, was the last one. This one we haven't been working on a lot. Oh, I forgot we have to update these rocks. The rocks are the tile map got screwed up because well, I don't know. I guess I was deleting a bunch of stuff, and those little purple things that you're seeing on the board of the tile map is wrong. But yeah, this is the temple chapter, which will probably be the new chapter 3 currently. Chapter 3 which will be the new chapter 4. We're kind of like in the middle of the game here, but here's the boss. You'll see a boss fight or a boss escape sequence here. Oh shit! The valve mechanic looks sick. Thank you. Oh my god. Honestly, I think this is my favorite chapter. In terms of, I think the eyeballs were great. The explosion of I think the sounds, I really like the sounds of it too. See, I think this might be my favorite chapter. I do really like chapter 2 as well, or the aesthetic of chapter 2, but I think this is my proudest chapter. Also because it actually has an enemy in it, so several enemies in it. It's the only chapter with enemies. Until chapter 6. But yeah, that's chapter 3. Chapter 4 is an ice chapter. Chapter 5 is our mushroom chapter, which will be the new chapter 2. I could also make it more green. We can convert it to a green chapter if we want to make it chapter 2. Green wouldn't be too bad, actually. But then the temple chapter has green themes to it as well. Seems Geometry Dash. I mean, you can plug in any platformer that's half decent, and it probably was an inspiration at some point. The go-to inspiration usually is Celeste, but definitely we have looked at Geometry Dash as well. I wouldn't say I looked at too much Geometry Dash, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was overlapping in Geometry Dash in this game as well. And we did look at some of it, so there might have been things that I even not intentionally got inspired by, but subconsciously saw in Geometry Dash and was like, oh yeah, that looks kind of cool. Some of these rooms are bad though. That all of the rooms in that chapter need to be redesigned. But yeah, there are more chapters. There's chapter 4, which is an ice biome, which also needs. It's almost perfect, but there are some slight changes, slight updates I need to make for that one as well. All right. First things first is the spikes. I need to figure out what to do with the spikes. Crystals don't make sense in this chapter unless I decide to completely redo this chapter, but I don't think that's what we're going to do. If it would be cool if I could make it like the crystals, but just, I don't know, maybe not as intense. Maybe we just make it like metal spikes, which kind of makes sense as well. I mean, that's kind of like what they are over here. These are still nodes, by the way. These are like legacy spikes right here. So let me see. So we have this one, which is our chapter 6 one. We have the green one, which doesn't make sense. We have like ice, which also is weird. Thorns, which don't make sense either. Ice doesn't make sense. And these are just ugly. Okay. So I'm gonna try referencing these ones because these are the most updated ones. Chapter 6 shader tile map. Let me open up Base Sprite. I'm probably gonna have to open up Tile Setter as well. Okay, while that's loading up. Let's look at some dungeons in the meantime. Also, I keep getting Irin as my, like, whenever I type Twitch, it's always Irin now. I think I need to, like, delete Irin from my history or something. Let me see if that helped. There we go. It's kind of fun. You're listening to Celeste music while making your game. Love it. Bye. All right, peace. Yeah, we listened to a decent amount of Celeste. All right. What was I gonna do? Itch. The likelihood of us finding something is pretty low, but I want to look at just dungeon. Just want to see, and we're gonna do. Okay, it says dungeon crawler. I'm not necessarily want a dungeon crawler. I just want a dungeon theme. Try that again. Can I just search up dungeon without having to click on dungeon crawler? There we go. And then we're gonna throw in platformer. All right. So yeah, we've scrolled through all of this a million times. Hey, wait a second. I own this chest, but I don't own this asset pack. But these are not bad at all. Actually, I kind of like them. They are pretty high res. We definitely need way more details in the game. Actually, this is not too shabby. It's a hella expensive asset pack though. That 32 by 32. That's honestly, I remember this chest being way too big for the game anyway. But goddamn, why is it $20, bro? Don't you know most of us are hobbyists? What is this? Dude, what are all these prices, bro? I'm looking at the wrong assets here. No offense to the artists. Yeah, everyone's got to make a living, but they're not going to make a living from me. You know, these crystals also look not too shabby. I totally wouldn't. Dude, I don't know what it is. The people must be buying this or something, or I don't know. I don't know how these prices are so high. Specifically, like in this like search, see, it's usually not this high. I remember looking at this. I remember considering this one. I buy them. You didn't respond to my Pegorli face. Stagtite. I was thinking, the thing is, it doesn't really match the dungeon feeling, right? That's usually a go-to. Stagmite, stagtite stuff. Or not a go-to for me, but it was like the shapes that I was forming for chapter 5, sort of. Or sorry, not chapter 5. Chapter 4. They're not necessarily stagmite, like they're not really shaped like that, but like sometimes they don't really look like it, but we have the designs there as a decorations, and I mean these kind of look like stagtites, but they're everywhere. Or I guess like these little things. Sometimes I form them. I make them into shape, like triangular upside down shapes. Sometimes. All right, let's keep looking. Honestly, these don't look too bad. Though. $12, bro. Kind of like see something. Can I like send them a DM? Are they active on Twitter? They might be long gone. 28. Yeah, I got them. Or it might be because I'm not logged in. Mm-hmm. October 3rd. Seems like they're working on their own thing. Again, this doesn't really help me though. This would I'm only oh wait, what was that? These spikes look also kind of interesting. On 150. I'm not really and I can make these myself, to be honest. All right. This is definitely a no. I would consider this tile map actually for updating. Let me see. How much is this? I remember it being slightly. It's $4 though. It's not bad. I remember considering this one for its tile map here, and the skulls are not too bad either. And these are what? Can't tell what the size is. I think they're 16 by 16 though. They're 16 by 16 with a very high color palette. Like it's kind of ridiculous actually. That's why I ignored it last time. But I mean, it's not terrible. Like we'd have to edit it. All right. Let me see. Mudbound. How's it going, Mudbound? Actually, these aren't too shabby. Not too shabby. And what's the resolution here? They multiplied it by 3, so here, let's wait. Oh, fuck. Oh. So this is a 16 by, they're 16, they're in increments of 16 by 16. Which is a lot. Let me see. What if I did 8 by 8? I mean, we like obviously we've done this in the past. Honestly, they're not too bad actually. We can't do the arches. I'd have to code some stuff to make the arches work, and also the walls are not that good because they have a missing pixel. We'd have to get rid of the black outline. But the bottom is not too bad. I mean, we can work this in with some other stuff, and the walls are also not terrible. And I kind of like these goblets of fire. How's it going, Monzi? Happy Friday. Good luck with the Kickstarter. I'm excited to see it. Yeah. Thank you. It's been an interesting adventure with the Kickstarter. I'm enjoying it so far, and it's exciting actually. I don't know if you like. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Kickstarter like in like in all its glory, or like in the works. I've never seen one. Like I've never seen a campaign actually. So it's gonna be interesting for me, and hopefully interesting for some of you too, if you ever plan on doing your own Kickstarter. So yeah, I've only been able to see like postmortems of Kickstarters, or like successful ones, unsuccessful ones. But I never saw what was happening in the process. I do know one developer who is currently running their Kickstarter. Let me see. I think they're online. Yeah, right here, Sundown. You guys are interested in checking them out. They do a lot of art on their stream, but yeah, they're doing a Kickstarter right now. Let me see. I'm actually curious to see. Did they hit their goal? Oh, it's done. 8 days ago. Oh, 8 days to go. Yeah, they hit 5,000. Their goal was 3,000, so that's pretty good. So they hit their goal. Their next goal is dailies and leaderboard options. Interesting. But yeah, my goal is my sub goal, my actual goal is going to be $7,000 more than this. So we'll see how well it does. But they hit 5,000, which is pretty good, in my opinion, for a solo dev. So I'm rooting for them. All right. So what did I say I liked? I did like this one, right? All right, we'll buy this one. Let me see if there's anything. Well, okay. The thing that sucks is I'm gonna buy this one. This still doesn't solve our spike issue. So let's keep looking real quick. I do like this one. Here, wait. Let me see this. I kind of like the way these spikes look. They are too big. They're like I can't even tell. 16 by. They stole this asset. Unless it's by the same artist. Let me see. They stole this asset. That's funny. Unless the rights of that asset say that you can redistribute it, this is literally stolen. This is this. Literally this. Let me see their license. If there is a license. This asset can be used for you can modify credit is not necessary. You may not redistribute or resell assets on their own, just images or assets compilations. You cannot redistribute or on their own or asset compilations. I don't know what's considered asset compilations. But yeah, literally that water right there, that tile. I was like, oh, that tile looks so familiar. Like I've seen that shape before, because I use it in my game. In fact, I wonder if these are the same. No, they're not the same spikes. But yeah, the thing I'm specifically looking at is this little thing right here, this little shape right there. That's like very common in this one. See. I mean, it also might be the same shape. Obviously, it's recolored. Yeah. And this is literally in my game. This is in my game. That's so funny. And these background tiles are also. Should I tell them? Mm-hmm. Let me see. Maybe they credit the person or something. Let me see. Do they even include a license? Like, who is this person, by the way? Like, is this... I don't know. I find it kind of scummy to, I don't know. You're redistributing assets. Like, obviously, they did some changes to it, but I don't know. And they didn't even include a license on it, too. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. Don't make them seem like a good... I mean, it's not a matter of them being a good designer or anything. It's just weird that... Yeah, I'll just type it into this. I'll just put it as a comment on theirs. I won't say like, oh hey, someone's stealing your stuff, but I'll just say, hey, this looks oddly familiar. And I'll just leave it at that. It'd be funny if this guy was that guy was actually the creator and this one wasn't. But I feel like, nah, there's no way, because I've seen this person a decent amount of times. Yeah, like I've seen these assets. Can I just message them? X is over. What the fuck? What did it say? Oh, there we go. Weird. 61,000 follow. Oh shit, this person's actually really popular. Didn't even notice. Maybe I'll get some brownie points with them. Thank you, Practical. Here are all my assets for free. Oh. All right. Well, we were on the tangent for a little too long. I'm gonna buy this one for sure. I still need to figure out what we're gonna do with the spikes here. I'm gonna try. Okay, well, A Sprite has opened. Yeah, I'll get the asset. Well, their asset pack I do like, but I already bought it a while back. Who is this person? Yeah, here. Some of their stuff is decent. I don't see. Oh, actually, these prices are kind of high for me. They do mushrooms too, actually. Janky style, just as we saw. Mertender, how's it going? I'll see. These aren't too bad. These crystals look kind of cool, but they are very more. They're way more cave like. So I don't necessarily need more cave like. And am I looking for straight pristine? So all of the spikes in the game besides chapter 1 was the pristine one, and it kind of makes sense for it to be pristine, but we could also do like blasphemous type spikes, so it doesn't necessarily need to be pristine. It could be like that too. Minus the blood. So I could do this, and I think it would be easier to obviously turn this into a spike, into a tile map. So I am leaning towards like a. You have a problem with your robotics. I'm sorry to hear that. You want them in an 8x8 tile set. Usually they are in an 8x8 tile set. Yeah. I actually make them into. I do make them. Yeah, they are 8x8 currently. I do give it the possibility of being 16x16, but none of them are 16x16 right now, and they probably won't be for a while. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try here. Let's do this. Let me look through my assets one more time. Should I buy this one? I'm gonna buy this one for now. Here, let me just hide for a second. Because we are going to be updating our tile map anyway. Oh, what the hell? Interesting. Please chat. I think you might be better off asking on a Discord or something, to be honest, Mertender. Yeah, the issue is that I want it to be a tile set. That's like, all right, wait, I just downloaded this asset. Okay. Yeah, the issue is converting it into a also, how's it going, Pankeku or Pankekoch? Yeah, so I do know how to make a really good tile map if it's just like a 16x16 or something. Which, you know, maybe that's what we'll do. Give me 1 second. Okay, I think we bought the asset. All right. Let me see. All right, so in fact, you know, literally the guy that we just were literally the person that we just DM'd for the stolen art. I'm going to actually download their asset again. Oh wait, actually, no. Where is it? You know what? Let me see this one too. Maybe there's something in here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, asking on the MATLAB, specifically MATLAB, I don't know, I feel like that's not necessarily too related to game dev, so you might not get too much help here. But I'm sure there are a bunch of, I don't know if you are already on robotic type discords, but I highly recommend Discord if you don't already know Discord. It can probably help you find, or I mean, there's also things related to. On Discord, there's a search bar, but Discord's a little bit better because it indexes Discords that are, you know, trying to grow and are smaller for the discovery page on Discord, on the official Discord. That's how what's it called, grew a little bit. Oh, I gotta log in here. All right, I'll do that later. Okay. Let me see. There aren't really any spikes here. But yeah, honestly, this one's not even that impressive. And there was nothing here either. Honestly, we could try converting these grass tiles into blades, though. Might not be a bad idea. I mean, the spikes that are up, left, down, right, facing, all will be the same. It's kind of inside, outside corners. You need to worry. Yeah. The corner pieces. They can always be hacked to be decently looking. So you want a bit of there probably will be a bit of jank. If we want to turn it into a tile map. Oh, there's also this that I could possibly use. Show you this as well. Where is it? Just grab this one. So I could also use something like this sort of or where is it? This sort of shape or like style. These were like very large though. It was hard to use this one. And they do look way more like thorns. But here, right here. So we can try using this as well and try converting this into a tile map. So these are 16 by 16, which might be too large. Here, let's try actually just turning these into them. Let's do 256. Where is a tile setter? All right. These are obviously probably way too big. These aren't too bad. And these look a little bit too much like thorns. But I'll try to make it work. Oh, these are the same thing. Okay, let's try this one first. Again, it's way too large. Let me see if I could turn this into a 16 by 16. But yeah, if you shrink it like this, then it loses all of its character. Let's see. Get rid of this. Shrink it less. It has to fit within the 8x8. I think this is fine. So this could potentially be, obviously we'd have to add some like noise to the black part here. Here, actually, first let me update these colors. Kind of do like that blue in the spike. Let's try this. All of a sudden now I don't like it. All right, this looks decent. But again, the noise here is a little crappy. What we can do is grab our regular spikes from a different chapter. Just grab the noise from that texture. For now, at least. Let me grab. The blue takes away from the metallic look. Yeah, we'll mess with it. Let me see. I'm gonna see what's a good texture here that we can use for the Honestly, I'll try using this one. What is this? Chapter mushroom. Ravier, how's it going? Obviously, these look pretty boring. You have to add some, like, maybe some more blades on the inside. Maybe make these a little bit more triangular as well. Also, it might be better for us to do... Jeremiah Rowell, how's it going? And random meme guy, how's it going? Welcome. Making a game? Yes. Forgot, what did I do here? Did I just do that? Okay. Doing good? Cool, is it free when it comes out? No, it's not going to be free. But if you want to get the game for free, if you watch the stream on Twitch, there is a channel reward that allows you to get it for free. Okay. Game is not free. Sorry. I spent 3 years on this game with no payment at all, so I do have to charge for the game. All right, so adding the jank to this, it's going to be kind of difficult. Let me see. You know, these spikes actually look pretty decent on their own too. I should have maybe tried converting this. This one kind of looks like it's made of metal too. They're teeth, but it might work out. Yeah, teeth spike. Wanting money for good games outrageous. Yeah, I know. I mean, I won't assume the game is good, but yeah, I did spend a decent amount of time on this game, and decent amount of time and money on the game. Teeth spike 16x16. It's like the joke. Yeah, that is. You know what's funny? I don't know why that joke has been coming, or like that. I've been getting that question a lot. Is the game free? And it's so funny that like I saw a meme about that recently, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I thought like, oh, that's never been asked to me. I wonder like if people realize, oh, like maybe they realize, oh yeah, it's like what the hell am I trying to say? Like my game is good enough for people to not ask that if it's going to be free, but it does get quite it started getting asked, so I guess no one is safe. Or I'm not safe. I was humbled, I'll say. Make it 70. Don't sweat it, dude. Everyone wants something for nothing. Mm-hmm. How much for the game to buy? How much did you pay for it? So the game's gonna be $10. How much have I invested in the game so far? I mean, the time investment is the largest amount, but around 2,000 right now is how much I spent on the game, which is going to be more once the Kickstarter. Obviously, once the Kickstarter runs, then it'll be close. If the Kickstarter succeeds, obviously there's going to be a higher budget to be thrown at the game, but good enough that people ask rather than assume it will be free. That's true too, Hellraiser. And that sucks. Random meme guy. I don't know. It doesn't suck. Maybe you have some assumption that spending money on projects is a bad thing, but no. It's all good. You gotta. Well, one, I'm treating this like a business, so it's not like I'm spending money for willy nilly just for fun, or I don't know. This is my dream, so like throwing money into something that you're passionate about is not a big deal. So yeah, actually these look pretty like we can make this look not like spikes or not like teeth if we just throw in a different color here. Let's see. Like maybe get rid of some of the curved. We have like these curved textures here. We can maybe just remove those. Is there more than one main person? No, it's all me. I do commission stuff, but obviously that's different. I'll mess with the corner pieces later. Honestly, yeah, this doesn't look too bad. Especially, I think we'll get rid of these textures. These corner here. Actually, what I'll do to try this out. Actually, I'm gonna replace our current spikes here. Wait, let me turn this into an 8x8 grid. Oh, you mean in the game? Is there more than one main character? No. Damn, that really sucks. All right, I feel like you're trolling me right now. You want to take a shot at a internet person's ego, maybe just a little bit. Random meme guy. I appreciate it. Really. But I'll have you know, there's nothing that can be said that will strike at my ego. There's nothing that could be said from an online person that I haven't already said to myself. So make a DLC so you can have more than one guy. There will be skins in the game. Skins are already in the game. Actually, they're not in the game yet, but they will be once the game gets released. Wasn't being rude? Oh, I see. My bad. I assumed. All right, let's try this out real quick. Oh, let me make a new layer here. Looks very helpful from what I've seen. I wish there was a. I wish I was better at. But that's. Wait, sorry, my text is so small I can barely read. Better at art. I'll tell you, I'm terrible with art. I do buy a lot of assets. I do edit them myself a lot too. But yeah, you get better over time for sure. I wouldn't even sweat the art right now. If you're just starting, there are a lot of free assets online. I would just throw those in. You can edit them yourself just a little bit to give it some more unique character. That's how I started out, and yeah, my game is looking pretty decent so far. I'll be messing with your right, your solo dev to put all the dev art on you takes time. Jack of all trades, master of none, is slower than a bunch of specialists doing the thing that they do best. Yeah, for sure. I was actually looking at a project recently of it was such a beautiful game, and it was a team of 3, and it makes me realize damn, I really want to work with a team because they get so much. Obviously, you're gonna get way more shit done, but there's a higher. I feel like there's a higher chance of the game not succeeding, even though you have more people. There's a higher chance of just partnership issues, people abandoning the project. The only person I have to rely on is myself, so it's a lot easier. But when you have to rely on many people, that's when it becomes a problem. He does tutorials midstream sometimes, not really on stream. I'll answer questions and stuff if you have any problems on stream, but usually I do want to get back into making YouTube video tutorials. I mean, if you watch my stream actively, it is sort of like a tutorial if you're watching what I do, but exactly, too many cooks can spoil the broth. I still want to work with a team at some point, but we'll have to figure out how to prepare for that. Doing game jams is probably a really good approach to it. But even I've done a few game jams, and while they were good in the moment, they did succeed. I can't see a long-term relationship so far. I haven't seen too many people who work well together. Obviously you can work well for a short amount of time, 3 days, even a week. But a long project 4 years, that can be tough for people. Managing that many people can be tough. Or managing yourself. I think it's better to have. Personally, I think it might be better to manage a project and either commission people or give people a salary. Personally, but again, I don't have too much experience with it. Stardew, Lethal Company are 2 that I can think. No, there are a lot of games that are solo dev. But obviously, you can achieve much greater things with a team. But grass is always greener on either side. There are complications with larger teams. It's more of you do sauces. Yeah, true, Hellraiser. If everyone has their own allocated job, so one person works on the art, one person works on the level design, one person works on all of these things, we don't necessarily interrupt each other's workflow. I think that is definitely a good point. The perfect team, I think, is one artist. The perfect the perfect team that I can think of right now is one artist, one programmer. But if you can make that work, then you can make a bigger team work too. You just have to figure out how to allocate everyone's time correctly. Yeah, but yeah, again, there's literally adding one other person. You can fight for the argument for both sides. It's there's no. Again, the grass is always greener, but I don't know. I will say doing solo dev is really good because you're proving to yourself that you're capable of doing the job, and maybe you can find other solo devs that are also capable of doing the job. So the next, because I think that's also another issue with either partnerships or just working with people. It's like, do you know the other person is nearly as driven as you are? Not to expect that everyone has to be driven to work in a team, but like, at least for me, that's something that would be important. Or like seeing that I can prove to myself or prove to others that I'm capable of making a game. And maybe if you want to find someone else, or if you're searching for someone else, you'd want to search, for someone who's competent. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Also, how's it going with CodeSpace? All right. Let me finish this up. Let me throw this. Actually, we can already see this in the game. We'll actually see this in chapter 3, but I'm just gonna throw it into chapter 1 for fun. Did we throw this into the wrong texture? What the hell? Teeth spike. Oh, I think we did. Let me see. Let me copy this again. Age of Empires was written in 100% assembly. That's kind of the stuff that was kind of stuff where multi-devs is needed, optimizing the hell out of it. That's pretty interesting. Also, what's it called? Tycoon. What's it called? Roller Coaster Tycoon was also written in assembly. All right. Yeah, what is this? Chapter 3 shader tile map. Hopefully it's the same size. Yeah, it is. So we can see there's a bunch of stuff here that it doesn't necessarily. Oh, we'd have to edit this here. Let's do this. So I mean, we could throw this into the game. See how this looks. It's a little too dark on the tile map on the bottom here. And they also still look like teeth. Ignore the corner pieces, I guess. Let me see. You know, we could also just run this on chapter 3. I'd love to need to work that close to the metal one day. I've spent most of my career working with fairly or very high level languages. Yeah, me too. I don't know if I would ever want to do low level stuff. Because I don't see myself like I'm only into game dev, and I'm more also very into like design of game dev or design of video games. But yeah, that's just me personally. I don't see myself like I think I'm a decent programmer, but I wouldn't call myself like it's not what I would consider to be my or what I guess I want my main skill to be. I do like the idea of just designing games. All right, chapter 3. It can be fun to get to know that part of it. That is true too, though. Here, wait, let me throw ourselves. I think I'm just very impatient with it when it comes to games too. So it's like, or when it comes to my own projects, I'm just like, oh, let me, you know, the quickest path, the shortest path to releasing a game. So I mean, these spikes look cool, right? But and obviously there's a shader on them. Obviously, like the noise inside of it is not that good either. Um, hmm. I was going to Alkalank. What should be the two? Going pretty well. How are things with you? Um, we're almost done polishing all of our chapters. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. We only have one more chapter left, but the issue is I have no idea where I want to take this chapter. Not this one. Chapter 1. We've polished everything except for chapter 1. And now I want to just like completely redo it and make it, you know, one of the more pretty chapters. Right now it looks super basic. So I'm not entirely sure what to do yet. We kind of just been throwing other chapter textures inside, seeing what has potential. Honestly, this isn't too bad. It kind of looks like, I don't know, dirt. Maybe we can make it look like dirt, like broken metal, kind of like almost like leftover steampunk. I don't know, cogs and stuff. Maybe that could be a cool idea. The issue is that it has to fit within an 8x8 texture, and I can't do much with 8x8 stuff. It's giving junkyard. Yeah, we could make it work like that. Back then, they had to do that to conserve performance. Roller Coaster Tycoon had to be assembly to run all the systems without being a slideshow. True. Makes sense. All right. Yeah, I kind of like that idea of like garbage, not necessarily garbage, but like I don't know, junk within the within at least within the noise here. We can leave the spikes the way they are. I do want to make them slightly sharper, like they'll look kind of like kind of like this one, but just everywhere. Some of these look a little bit too much like teeth. I like the idea of garbage. Yes. I'm the trash man. All right, let's try to make this work. I wonder if there's anything online with this kind of stuff. Oh, Pancake, thank you for the follow, by the way. Boom, 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 boom. Do you do any game dev too? Oh, you do some interesting bird game. You can follow too. New game developer, I see. Also have a YouTube. Okay. What was I gonna look up? Trash. Garbage. How's it going, Kimmy? Trash core? Garbage. How's the Kickstarter time? How Kickstarter time? We're making some decent progress. Right now I'm not working on the Kickstarter. I can show you actually what it looks like here. Wait, I might need to log in. Can't type today. No, you're good. You're good. I can barely read, so you're good. All right, I think we logged in. So I mean, it's looking really good. I'm proud of the where it is right now. We still need to include some. Definitely, I need to update the cover art. I need to update. I need to add some more GIFs, but I really like the way the banners are looking currently. I need to update this image right here. I think it's yeah. I mean, the allocation of money is a little different now. Like, we're not gonna have a music. Oh, I separated music from art, and I feel like it should just be thrown into. Actually, no, I threw it into game development. So we have 35, 25. Wait, what? Oh no, and we also reduced marketing to 10%. Challenges. Do I have an about me? I do have an about me. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent. This is not what it's going to look like. Usually people are going to have not dark reader on, so it'll look like this. And possibly they'll be on mobile, so this is what it'll potentially look like. Yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. Again, the GIFs need to change. When do I plan? So I'm aiming for February. I'm trying my best for February. We'll see. Okay. I need like a trash noisy texture, but I don't know what to do for that. Here, let me we were looking at itch. Nothing on itch. There is a game that I really like. It's called I've never played it, but I love their art style. It's called Gunbrella. And they have like this steampunk sort of aesthetic, but also like this trashy aesthetic to it as well. Specifically, like right here, you can see like there's a bunch of like broken cogs everywhere. Let me see. I've got better spikes than them though, I gotta say. This was published by Devolver, by the way. The game didn't do that well though, which is surprising. But I guess, yeah, I don't know. I guess they had a very unique theme, but the game wasn't that good. I don't know. Like Maybe it just didn't pop off. But yeah, I love the aesthetic here, like a bunch of trash in the background and then in the foreground. I mean, it's the same texture, but just less color. Oh yeah, this right here. So I want something like that. It would be really cool if I could somehow replicate this. But these are like in 16 by 16, I believe. So it's gonna be hard for me to do this. I need it to be something like this, but much simpler. And I don't know how to replicate this sort of thing. Maybe we just maybe we create a bunch of like steampunk textures and we plug them in, or like in the background you can see a bunch of. It kind of looks like I don't know, like computer hardware almost. Trashy style looks like more saturated coloring type or duller colors. We can give it a shot. Again, I wouldn't know how to go about it myself. Let me see. And I've looked. I don't know. I've scavenged all through itch. And I don't think I've ever found anything. Let me try steampunk again. Maybe we'll find something again. Steampunk. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like platformer textures. Maybe we can grab stuff like this or like wrenches and throw that into the tile map. Let me see. Yeah, I can never find anything steampunk. Any good steampunk textures. So if you're an artist who's trying to sell assets, I highly recommend making some decent steampunk textures. I think you'll do fairly well. Oh, I know this person. I've seen this eye many times. I own this. I own this. That box right there. That chest. The current tile map that I have in my game. Is that what you're asking? What I currently have is it's good. I just need a new texture. Something to make my chapter 1 look unique. The steampunk asset. There's nothing good out here. I've never seen a decent one. I do own here. This is the only one that I own that's decent. Actually, I think we just saw. I do have this one, and I could try making this. Let me see. The thing is, they don't really include too many tile maps, and this is a super high resolution. Debris. All right, let me keep looking at this one real quick, just because I don't want to keep going back and forth. Ooh, what's this though? This is like cyberpunk mixed with steampunk. These look really pretty, but again, there are no spikes or anything like that, so it's a no. It's a no for me. Let's see what this is. Nope. Nope. All right. No, no. Damn. Would you say debris? Debris. JD, how's it going? Yeah. Um, I do have some cogs that I made myself. We could try. What's this? Rusty metal. Rust. Maybe that, like a rust texture. We could try this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we have nothing to lose. What are we doing today? We're working on chapter 1. I'm trying to finish up all the polishing. Chapter 1 is tech. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, this. Wait a minute. This kind of looks like what I want. At least for, I don't know. I do like the aesthetic. Yeah, how's it going here? Love the cam border, by the way. Thank you. It's do you know who finite singularity is? It's by Finite. There's like a link to it if you're interested in using it as well. Oh, but you don't use a green screen. I think it'd be kind of difficult to use a green screen with your stream. But maybe you could do something where like you wrap your bench press or your squat rack in green. You paint it green, and then it looks like you're floating. You put like a green towel over your bench as well. For those of you, oh, I need to make a. You made so many like custom shout outs for me. I need to do one for you too. But here, in the meantime, we're just gonna look at this as bare. What the hell's going? What? Hello. Probably one of the better trailers. Actually, I actually really like this trailer. It's very simple and cute, but it gets the job done. Oh yeah, you can do it with NVIDIA, right? There's some plugins you can use even if you don't have NVIDIA though. They're just not nearly as good. But there might be some sort of alternative out there. Oh, let me grab the for anyone interested. You can pet the bear. In bear we trust. Oh, where's my bot telling you guys to wishlist my game? Don't wishlist my game. Wishlist hello, this is Bear. Only cool people wishlist this is Bear. All right. So yeah, we're still trying to figure out this. Let me see. Maybe I feel like we could throw this in though. This looks really good. Obviously, this is super high res, but maybe it'll just work. What do we have to lose? I want to grab like a little area that looks really good, or we just randomly place this tile map inside. Here, let's give it a shot. If we decide to use this, remind me I have to credit them. Or do I use this as the tile map? This one looks pretty nice as well. Here, I'll try this one actually. And then we throw this. Ooh, wait, I have a really good idea. Yeah, how's it going, Felonier? Imagine not wishlisting Memory. Imagine not wishlisting. So I don't have a kick. Wait. Do I not have a shout out for Felonier either? Imagine not having a shout out for one of the 2 best streamers on Twitch. Imagine not checking out Fala. Imagine not checking out Felonier Fantasy. I don't usually, I don't usually shout out people like this. I don't usually watch trailers, but these trailers are worth watching. You need a new trailer. I feel like everyone says that. Every time a trailer gets played on anyone's stream, the first comment is, I need a new trailer. I need to update my Steam page. What? Oh, I know this streamer. I think I've probably seen you from rating them actually. If I had, you guys hear shouting outside? Oh my god, dude! I have this crazy neighbor. I hope he doesn't hear me. Let me close my. I have this neighbor who shouts. He has these random moments where he's just like loud as hell. Like he's on something. I don't know what he's on, but he's on it. How's it going, Warner? I don't know if you guys heard it, but it was loud. My window's wide open too. He might hear me. He might pay me a visit. We're gonna have to square up on stream. It's gonna be a fighting stream pretty soon. I'm gonna get my ass beat, but oh, we still hear Felonier Fantasy. All right. I'm not gonna lie, your fit looks cozy as fuck right now. Yeah, I've been wearing the same sweater for a while now. Hopefully it doesn't smell, but it is very comfy. Can players attack NPCs in this game? Yes, but they just get knocked down and then they get back up. All right. Grogdev, how's it going? Yo, Fixie Dev, how's it going? I don't think I've seen you before, Grog. How's it going? Welcome. Oh, nice PNG right here. I dig it. You're a wizard. You're a hairy wizard. What you been up to? Working on Breaker Agnes. Follow the development on Twitter. I hope the development is going well. The development process is going well. Is this it right here? Oh. Breaker or Breaker? What did I say? Breaker. The development never goes well. True. You know what I think it is? My development process right now for polishing this room is not going so well. So I'm like, oh, here, let's look at other people's games. Let's look at other projects. Maybe they're doing better than I am. But welcome, everybody. I'm currently working on a game that some may call a Celeste clone. No one here calls it a Celeste clone because everyone here is pretty based. But I am sometimes working on a Celeste clone. It's called Memory. If anyone's interested, you could find the Steam page here. I won't show the Steam page just because I feel like that would be. I don't know. I do know people who share their. I know, like, yeah, some developers play their Steam their trailer a lot, but I don't know. We have that bottom right clip, and I feel like that's good enough. If you like the bottom right clip, you'll like my game, and I'll show some of the gameplay here as well. Every platformer is a true. Yeah, that's like, honestly, Celeste just did everything right. Like there's nothing left to do. We are messing with our textures currently for chapter 1. Here, I'll show you guys a more exciting chapter, like chapter 5 or chapter 3 is pretty good too. But here's one of the more unique mechanics, even though this one is also based on some Celeste stuff, some Celeste mechanics, like the feather mechanic. It has a combination of a bunch of things, but it is kind of like our feather bubble mechanic / Metroid ball form. Looks dope. Thank you. If you have any links, by the way, Grog, you want to share, definitely post them. We can check them out. But yeah, right now we're just in the polishing stage of our game. I do plan on making much more like levels and working on more mechanics and stuff, but I am trying to release like a base version of the game first, as well as a Kickstarter. If you might have noticed in the title, we're working on our Kickstarter as well. You can find the page there. The page doesn't show anything in particular. We might work on it just a little bit today if we can figure out everything we need for chapter 1. But yeah, I'm going to. I can show you guys chapter 3 as well. This is like the more intense. Honestly, I think this is my favorite chapter. If I had to pick one chapter out of all of them, it would probably be chapter 3, even though it's my worst chapter. It's the one that has the boss fight and stuff. It looks great, just so hard. I will say that, yeah, the game is supposed to be hard, but I am trying my best to be, very friendly towards people who might be bad at the game. In fact, like every time I find someone who playtests my game, I always tell them like, hey, if you're bad at the game, like don't worry, because like it's the best form of feedback for me is seeing someone who's bad at video games in general to play my game, because I try to be very I want to be all encompassing. The game does have a very high skill floor, a very high skill ceiling. But I'm always trying to bring the skill floor lower and lower. Hopefully I do a decent job at that. I'm bad at platformers. I'm not necessarily that good either. If you watch my stream long enough, you'll see me play other platformers, and I'm usually not that good actually. Like I'm actually pretty bad. I'm only good at my own game because obviously I've spent possibly thousands of hours playtesting it. Not thousand, like maybe like definitely in the at least 500 hours ballpark. Is that noise distortion on the teeth areas? Yes. Or maybe a very poor stream quality. One or the other. Yeah, this is one of my favorite chapters. I think also because a lot of it is hand drawn in terms of like the designs, like the background, the windows, like almost everything is hand drawn, and I think that's why I really like this chapter. Also, I love the enemies. There's way more enemies. There's a lot more that went into this chapter than any other chapter. But that doesn't mean that the other chapters are not going to have this amount of detail. It's just that this is, just my proudest chapter. Everything just worked out. I like the theme too. Originally, the game was supposed to be as dark as it is here, so it's like, instead of making the entire game dark, we made this one area dark. Bloody looking eyeballs and teeth for spikes and skulls that shoot laser beams at you. How would you not want this in your game? But yeah. By the way, did you find your artist? I did find one artist that I'm still talking to, and we actually have a call next week. I am trying to find, like, ideally I would like to find multiple artists, just because I know it does take a long time for people. But yeah, also thank you, by the way, Kimmy. I know you shared it or tagged some people. I really appreciate it. Someone messaged me, but I'm not sure if I got a response from them. Or like they messaged me and I messaged them back, and then I don't think anything came from it. I'll have to look at my DMs again. You've got like 5. Yeah, you have Arrow. I know Arrow is pretty active in it. The only artist that I'm consistently working with currently is Styx, but Styx is also going to get Styx already has a new job, so I'm going to have to find someone else. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe she's interested in the project more. I didn't ask her yet. We'll have to see how she does. I feel like she likes the project, but I don't want to. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, she's into it though. Styx is the one who's working on the cinematics currently. The cinematic that you might see on the bottom right. All right. So let's get back into the game dev stuff, though. Are you gonna have accessibility options? Yeah. There are already. I already worked on a lot of them. Specifically, I allow like mouse input. Like, let's say you want to use WASD in your mouse. I've actually never seen a game that does it as, not to flex, but I feel like I did a pretty good job with that. Because I know a lot of people aren't used to platforming mechanics or platforming input. And I think my game does a decent job at like implementing it. As for like accessibility in terms of like people who might have like slower reflexes, I used to implement a like slower movement input, like slower delta time, so like you just have more, the frames are slower and everything like that. But I don't like that mechanic or that feature because it teaches people to be worse at the game. And I think there's a better approach to it, and that's just to slow down time only when you press the dash button, or only during significant interactions. That way, you have more time to think. I've completely removed it currently, but I do have some better approaches that I think could be helpful for people who have slower reflexes. I just don't want to encourage playing the game at a slower speed, personally, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Also, thank you for the. I don't think I thanked you. Thank you for the Prime, Grog. I kind of like went on a tangent. I really appreciate it, Grog. Okay. So, they subscribe with Prime. There's currently an ad also playing. So Some people might not hear me speaking right now. Okay. So, yeah, we went on a huge tangent. Let me get back to adding. Where is it? I want to add this texture to our tile map. I feel like it's gonna be kind of difficult, but we'll give it a shot. So we'll use this texture. I'm gonna add a new layer here, and I'm just gonna throw this on top. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a new. I'm gonna double the width here. I'm going to throw this texture in. We'll use this as like the larger part of our bit mask, and then try throwing it into here. We're going to have to make an entirely new texture here, though. Let me see what I don't even know what to do. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to make a new. Let's do 256 by 256. Or you know what? 512. 512. Let's throw this in here. Let me grab our spikes. Let's grab these spikes for now. I'll just grab everything. What the hell? What the frick? I'll just grab this. So I'm trying to make it look like trash. like there's trash in our tile map. And it's gonna be difficult. I'm not entirely sure what we want to do. Here, I think I have an idea though. Let me cut this again and make a new layer. Oops. First, I'm gonna make everything pink here. Let's do this. Do. All right, and then I'm gonna grab this texture yet again. Could the spikes be glass? Potential. I still want it to look like there are traps within the, because it's supposed to be in a dungeon. So I still want it to look like we're I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what I want, to be honest. That's the truth. What the hell? What the hell? Why isn't it working? It's like grabbing everything except for the let me try this again. So I want this layer. Go here. We copy it, paste it. Should look like this. Then we go into this layer. We paste it on top. There we go. This is what I wanted. And then we get rid of this. And so yeah, then we have like the thing is, we're not gonna really see this too often. Oh, we'll see this though. This will look pretty decent. Now obviously we want to make this look like teeth or like spikes. Let me flatten everything. And then maybe we make this white part, the lighter part, noisy. But first, let me see what this looks like in game. We have to make a new spike tile map for this. Boom, boom, boom. Where the hell are my spikes? Do I usually throw it under spikes or do I throw it under tile map? I think I throw it here. I do. I'm gonna make a new folder called spikes actually. Thanks for the posture check. We'll just copy this one. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, how's it going, Akron? I'll return in 2 to 3 hours. All right, sounds good, Tomer. Peace. Where is it? I mean, it doesn't look. Oh yeah, the frequency of. Oh, actually, this might work out. Let me try something. Plus, let's do plus 176. And then I'm gonna grab this this texture again. Honestly, should I grab this one? Or should I grab this one? I'll grab this one. Where is it? Oh no. Oh no. My least favorite thing about tile maps, in Godot 3 at least, is that there's like no way to like control Z things. To undo things. And like sometimes you can mess up and then it like screws up everything. All right, so I'm gonna grab everything here. We have to fill all of this up. We could have probably done something with the script to make this work or do this faster, but this is the easier route here. So let's see what that looks like. And maybe we want to make the inside textures like slightly darker. Let me see. We'll make this like maybe this. Obviously, we should also get rid of the teeth looking textures. Let me see. Basically, just gonna copy over all of this. What's going on here? Why does it feel like they're offset somehow? They are offset. I guess we do that for the, because of the shader, right. So I just need to grab this little section here. All right. Well. And these aren't even flipped. We can flip it. And maybe we do want to make it a little bit like maybe add more details. Like I don't know. We can make it maybe these we can make darker. And then what we can do is I don't know, give some curves to this. I'll figure that part out later. Let's leave it the way it was. All right, let's also update the spikes themselves. They're a little too teeth looking. Let me see the bit mask again. Wait, honestly, these are fine. What looks weird about them? I think these ones look kind of weird. So we're gonna copy over. I guess honestly, we can make our own like a new teeth texture for these ones. It's not too many. But here, let's just chop it up a little bit. Yeah, we don't have a lot of variety in these textures. Maybe I should start over. Where was that? We did make a texture recent. These ones right here. You try using this one. Yeah, I think these look a lot better than these ones, at least. Yeah, let's give it a shot. We need one more. I'll try to make a decent looking one here. Oh, this one needs to go. Okay. Grab this. Okie dokie. Let me just save this or back this one up real quick in case we mess up. Oh, also. Meow, 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 meow. All right. Less teeth, more sharp, jagged edge. Ooh, actually, not too bad, not too shabby. I'm not necessarily a fan of them just yet. Also, the corner pieces have to get updated. But yeah, actually, these are not too bad. I feel like a few dark textures would be really cool here too. I think the teeth, the inside texture needs to be updated, and I also feel like maybe we should make it a little bit more noisy in the inside. Let's see. We can just copy what we have here and just throw it into this one. Let's see. Meow, 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 meow. Wait, what? Okay. For now, what I might do is just grab what we have here, like just some random inside texture, and throw it in. Cover all of this up. No, let's actually grab. What is this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do this on a different layer. You know, I realized I don't shout out every streamer that pops up on my stream, and I hope it's not like like there are a bunch of streamers that pop in and out, and I wonder like sometimes I shout out one person, but I won't shout out another. And I hope no one takes offense to that. It's kind of like, how dare you? Yeah. I do feel bad. That's why like I don't shout out, not necessarily I don't shout out people, it's just I also feel weird because I sometimes you're in the mood of game dev or like, of working, and it's like I also don't want to half-ass it, shouting out someone. Like, I feel like if you're shouting out someone, you should give them the full your full undivided attention. And sometimes I don't do that. I'll be like, hey, check out this person's game or something like that, but I don't do it as much as I don't do it right, in my opinion. That could be me being self-conscious or something. But yeah. What the hell? What's this? I'll just do that for now. I'm not sure I like these spikes here, but we'll give it a shot. Boom, 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 boom. I think it's gonna look a little too 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 straight here. All right, let's just see what it looks like in game. We can. I definitely think we can update the texture more. Honestly, it's not too bad. It's getting there, I think. I still don't like the center texture though. I think it looks pretty mid. Or not the center, like the filler, the dark areas. Let me see. What could I do? What could I possibly do for that? Hmm. This looks like that paranoia that some people have of like spider holes, crevices, not crevices, like craters. It looks like that. Hmm. Okay, so what I want to do is possibly delete all of this and throw in this noisy texture instead on the bottom, but I'm not sure if it's going to look good. Let's see. And also I think the out, oh, what the hell? We'd have to make the lines darker. Here, wait, let me see. Here, you know what we should do first? We make this pink. And then we make this, I'm just gonna make it I don't know, green. All right. And I throw this in here. I don't know why it doesn't work. Sometimes, here, let me try this again. We do this, go to this layer, we go like that, we copy everything here, then we go back here and we paste it. And then for some reason, for some odd reason, everything gets copied over. I'm not sure why. Let me try this again. I think I'm doing. The thing is, usually I move it off to the side, and that helps. Here, fuck it, let's do it. I don't know why that it happens. Let's just do +5. See, it copies the whole thing, and then like, I'm not sure why that happens. Let me try this again. Wait, yeah. I grab this, I go down here, I cut it, and we paste it. You know what it is? I think it's me cutting it, is me copying it is what makes it get ruined. I have to cut it, make a new layer, and paste it, paste it, paste it. Yeah, it's so weird. All right, let's do it one more time. I know what we have to do. Copy it. Come on, come on. Copy. Oh, I think maybe we did make it work, but I put it on the wrong layer. Let me delete the layer. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. What the hell happened? Oh, no, nothing happened. All right, there we go. So this is what I kind of want it to look like, minus the green. So the green area, we have to make it look like something. See what's the darkest color here? Could do that. Honestly, it's not too bad. Or like, ooh, honestly, that's not too bad either. Here, let's try this. Is this on a different? I guess we made a new layer here. Okay, so we can try throwing this into the game. Seeing how it looks. It blends a little too well with the background, but we are going to change that pretty soon. So maybe we'll find something better for that. Again, we have to try it out in more than just one chapter. In fact, we can do this for now. I think I have a. No, I'll just do it manually for now. Either way, we're gonna have to change it up because most of the spikes in the game are on one wall, and that tile map is not ideal for this. This tile map doesn't really work if we just make one downwards texture. Although it's possible, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, and we have to update. We still have to update the corner pieces. Honestly, this doesn't look too bad. And you know what? I think I have a better idea. Like right now, it kind of looks like trash. Like literally, not trash as in looks bad. It looks kind of like trash, like garbage, but not like the texture is garbage like. I could give it a more like mystical look to it as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let me just update a few more rooms. Where's the spike here? Mm-hmm. I have another idea to make these spikes look even better. We're gonna try out some stuff. I just want to try it out. I want to keep adding it to a few more rooms before we while we're here, and then we can decide on what we like. I'm thinking of making them red. Same texture and everything, but like just red and brown. Red and brown, I think, would look good. Like a rusty look to it. They wouldn't be as bright as they are currently, but I think that's fine because it'll have a really high contrast with the rest of the environment. Another thing is that the current tile map is also going to change a bit, so maybe it'll be fine. Also, what the hell is going on here? I messed up something with this texture over here. I think the left texture has something that we don't want. It's fine for now. All right. I do want to try this already, so let me just quickly finish up. Also, this makes the rooms feel so much more like natural looking. It's a lot better. And once we update the tile map too, the collision tile map, it's going to look even better. I can't wait. Whoops. What's this? 19. Oh yeah, that's so much better than what it was. But I do want to make some more changes to it. Oh, we can't die yet. I was like, oh no. I kind of want to try making it red. Or maybe brown. Obviously, like the contrast is good, but the contrast aspect of it is good, but I don't think I like it. Let me see. Let me see. Who all is taking part in the game jam? Are you talking about the game jam by Pirate Software? Yeah. I'm not participating, but I did see it. I want to participate in more game jams. I'll be hosting one in March, actually, with a special someone that you guys might know. Do you guys know? I think, yeah, I think we can share this information now. I will be doing a game jam, hosting a game jam with more than GMTK. It's not you. It's not you, Fortunes. Do you guys know? Do you guys know? Some of you probably know him. Captain Coder. What's the gem from the Pirate Software gem? I believe the theme for that one is spreading or something. Let it spread or something like that. I know him. Yeah. So I'm gonna be we're gonna be combining not necessarily this I mean, obviously, like you guys. Well, like I'll be probably sharing it on this stream a lot too. But it's not necessarily hosted by me per se. It's hosted by solo development. which is a community that I moderate, or that I started. But yeah, it'll be that community with Captain Coder's community. No sexual content, so 70% of submissions are disqualified. Yeah. Even my initial thought was, oh, something STD related is a great idea. Or STI related. All right, so what do I don't know how I feel about this this tile map yet. Let me see it again. So we made it red, which is it's out of place, I think. And brown also, let me try brown actually. I think I did try brown. Maybe like I do purple first as the darkest color, and then we go into red. Maybe that looks cool. You have a link to the gym? I mean, yeah, it's the top. It's probably the top on itch right now. Where is it? What the hell? There it is, pirate. Gem pirate. Something with pigeons. Interesting. Like pigeon, like bird flu? Or something else. Pigeon singing over. Okay, okay. Sounds like an interesting concept. Pigeons. Yeah. I like it. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck, soldier. Ugh. I might have to end the stream early. Fortunately, we figured something out though. That's the awesome part. Give me 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh. Yep. Yes. We're gonna have to end the stream relatively soon. But yeah, we did figure it out. At least we figured something out. We have a decent looking tile map. Again, this is not what we're gonna use, but it's getting to a point where it's acceptable, getting more and more acceptable. I can't even do static stuff. I'm complete crap. Static stuff I can do. Yeah, it's animating stuff that I can't do. At least in I can only do pixel art. I mean, you got to work with what you got. Like originally, I couldn't even do static stuff. So I also don't necessarily create a lot of my own things. I usually kit bash. I like to grab a lot of things that already exist and then break it down to the point where it's unrecognizable, and then stitch things together. That's how I work. I think it's a really good, decent approach. I think it works for me. I think it could work for others. That phone screen brightness, though, was it bright? I guess it was pretty bright. I was looking at a map, so that's probably why it was super bright. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Lights up my face. Wishlist memory. Wishlist memory. But yeah, I will see you guys. Thanks for all the shout outs, Half Moon. And yes, if you guys want to wishlist the game, you can find it there. I'll also usually we're setting up for the Kickstarter, which you can find here. The page isn't up. I can show a little bit about that. Hopefully I still have it up. Oh, I forgot we bought this. We should try this when I get back. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream later tonight. I might just stream later tonight. We'll see. But yeah, we'll be working. What's this? Yeah, it's a jam. You have to submit. That was interesting. It's definitely, it's more of those jams where if you want to possibly if you want to make a popular game. Oh, speaking of, we might actually go for Mathroom because I think he might be doing the let's see. He might be actually doing the kicks the fucking jam. Let me see. Oh yeah, I think he is doing it. We'll probably rate him. Awesome streamer. Mathroom C. Alrighty, people. Till next time. Thanks for sticking around. This was a very short stream, unfortunately. I'll be back maybe later tonight, or if not, we'll be back tomorrow. I might do like a 12-hour stream tomorrow. I don't know. We haven't been working as much as I'd like to. Let's start the raid. If you would like to join the Discord, be notified when I do start again. That's the link right there. I will see you guys till next time. Bye bye.